today's battle is between the Wolverine and the Walrus. This fight was suggested by Peter Burno, so shout out to him. Let's get started. The Wolverine so the Wolverine is found in North America. It can be up to around 2 to 3 feet long and can weigh up to around 12 to 55 pounds. But the largest one was 71 pounds, which is freaking heavy as hell, man. They can be up to around They can be up to a 1.5 feet tall. The tallest one was 2 feet tall. 2 feet tall, yeah. Okay, now the walruses. Walruses are found in the Arctic. They can be up to 9 to 12 feet long. They can weigh up to around freaking 882 pounds to a ton. And they can be up to around 5 feet tall. 4 to 5 feet tall. Weapons. The Wolverine's weapons include the claws and jaws. The Walrus's weapons is this tusk. Yeah. Okay, now fight. A Wolverine is hungry. Now, Wolverines are able to take down moose and polar bears, but that's on a rare occasion. He then sees this giant blubbering animal in front of him, so he snarls at it. The walrus is like, "What the hell are you?" So he's like, "Ugh." The Wolverine doesn't give a shit, and he bites the flipper of the walrus. The walrus is like, "No!" So he tries to sink his tusk down onto the Wolverine, but the Wolverine dodges it, and it climbs up his back and bites his neck. The fat walrus tries to shake him off, but he can't. But he can't. The Wolverine is clawing everything he can, and just actually start to hurt the walrus. He's just constantly scratching and biting. The walrus then throws off the Wolverine and tries to freaking crush him below his weight. And yes, this is a 1-ton walrus against a 71-pound Wolverine. The Wolverine, yes, I've seen Wolverines before. The Wolverine scratches the nose of the freaking walrus, and the walrus is like, "Ah!" The walrus tries and then just slaps the Wolverine. The Wolverine just bites the flipper. The walrus thinks of a great idea. He decides to sink his he should while the Wolverine is distracted by the flippers, the walrus, yes, he's in great pain right now. The walrus decides to sink his tusk into the Wolverine's back. So he does that, raises him up, and then tusk impales the Wolverine, killing it instantly. The walrus shakes off the Wolverine, and the Wolverine's lifeless corpse is just there. The walrus groans in victory before hopping off to the water. Verdict. In a fight between the walrus and the Wolverine, the walrus wins around like 95% of the time. I know the Wolverine is crafty and all, but like the walrus is just too big. It's just too big and fat. It's just like the snow leopard versus walrus video. Link in description. So far, the walrus has a two win streak. But there are some ways the Wolverine can win. If the Wolverine climbed up high enough and bit the head of the walrus, it could crush its skull, and yeah, it would take some effort, but it will crush its skull and kill it. But hey, who do you think would have won this fight? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.